Hello and welcome to the next episode of the Warfare C# Uncut series. Today, in episode number 6, we're going to be continuing where we last left off, mainly in designing our ground forces, well, some of them anyway, a few ship design classes for defending our new colonies, and continuing our development of the Alpha Centauri and other systems that we discover. Now, as you know, in the last episode, we did come across aliens, so let's bring that up. We came across aliens located in Greenbridge 3-4, adjacent to Alpha Centauri. Now, Alpha Centauri has only one other jump point out of its system, that being Greenbridge and then also Sol. It's going to be very important to us that we are able to establish a defensive fleet of some kind in this system to provide support and the varying likes. So we're going to get into actually designing some of our vessels and making sure that we've got everything that we will be needing. So let's get right into it. Oh yes, before we actually do that, my bad, I'm going to bring up Aurora electrons just to make sure that we've got everything that we need, and I am not missing anything vital to the efforts that are going to be coming across it. So here we go. Warnings, minerals, there we go. And warnings. 3 ordnance, 3 fighter, low efficiency. So Mars isn't doing anything, neither is Akhtar. We'll get Akhtar doing something very, very soon. And then we have a naval admiral without a commander, but that's not too important for us right now. Okay, so we can actually get into it. Let's go to our design, because we were designing our corvette, our Bradley class corvette. 5,000 kilometers per second, 3 armor. It's pretty decent. A few things that have been shortfalls is obviously our tracking range. That's really been an issue, because if we have a look at our beam fire control here, this beam fire control is not small. It's 125 tons, which is pretty significant when you've only got 3,000 tons to play with. So that would definitely be something to consider. 11 billion kilometer range, everything is looking good here. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to start renaming all of these components correctly, because I liked everything to be nice and uniform. So I'm going to call this the Class M, T, what is this, 973.5, EP 300, improved nuclear pulse drive. There we go. Then I'm going to go over to our railguns. Let's rename those components. Oh, new ship. I don't want a new ship. Rename. We're going to call these 10 centimeters point defense cannons, laser cannons, railguns. Mass accelerators. What should we call them? I'm not really too sure about it. Let me think. Let's call them point. I think point defense will make most sense. So we're gonna call these 100mm point defense cannon. And then we'll just do make sure we got its size T150. And also obviously it's 10. The fact that it's gives everything it needs. So railguns C3, make sure we got that as well. So 100mm point defense cannon. Yeah, I think that's good. And then actually, let's make it a little bit more grandiose. 100mm naval point defense cannon. There we go. Now we need to sort out our fire control. I'm going to rename this to Mark 1 BFC, beam fire control. Point defense targeting computer with an MR96 and a TS5000. There we go. Also going to make sure I rename the power plant. Let's rename this to class. We'll do these in different tiers. So I'm gonna do a class E. So like we'll do like A tier is the most powerful. B tier, C tier, D tier for these. So Class A, or Class B for now. Yeah, let's go to Class B. Corvettes, reactor core, R15. There we go. So now we have everything that we need in terms of that. So we have our corvette sorted out here. We'll make quite a few of these. They're only 400 build points per piece, and they have 5 railguns on them, which is pretty good. I then want to make some other corvettes, and then we'll do frigates and other things. I also want to make a scout frigate to start placing buoys and being able to scout with sensors and stuff for us. So I'm going to consider doing that at some point. But right now we don't really have the capability because we're waiting for quite a few research to complete. So I'm going to begin sorting this out. Oh yes, I need to rename this component. Active missile defense array AS3R1. There we go. And let's research all of these prototypes, and then we can begin to get ready to actually design this ship. And we can put it into service. So I'm going to have the main propulsion guys cancel that project, and I'm going to have Cal Davies work on our reactor and also our power plant. Missile and kinetics weapons, I'm going to have these guys work on the new 10 centimeter railgun. And then sensors and fire control, we will have these guys start working on that. I'm going to remove a few laboratories from these, and I'm going to have them sort that out. Active sensor. Yeah, there we go. I think that's everything we need. Yeah. Active sensor, beam fire control, everything is looking good there. We'll have our recon team soon, so we can actually start designing some basic ground forces, which will be really, really nice. Production of infrastructure has completed at the planet Earth. Good. Let me get 10% into that then, and I'll up that queue. There we go. Got a lot of stuff being built. Research team, recon team has completed. We can actually start designing a formation. So we're going to do infantry battalions and also planetary defense battalions. But this will be just a standard infantry battalion. Infantry battalion, and we'll put this under the federal FGA or federal Federalist Republican Army. No, I want to change that, please. Can I change that? Rename. Yep. FRA, Federalist Republican Army. And then we will add the guardsmen so that we can add a total of, what's that, 500, 2500. So if we do size 10,000, that's going to be quite a lot. Yeah, a battalion made up of that many companies. We're talking like 500 men, and that's like 2,500, right? So if we add 500 guys, that's 2,500. Then I'm going to add like 1/5 of that in AT and all that stuff, or 10% of that in AT and all those things. So let's do one of those. Battalion HQ, medium machine gun. Let's add one of those and add the mortar teams. I'm going to add 2 recon teams for support, parallel support, and then we'll not add any logistics vehicles for now. We're very, very close to 5,000 tons, actually. That's pretty good. 500 infantry, 50 AT teams, 50 mortar teams, 50 machine gun teams. I'm pretty happy with that overall, but I would like an even 5,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one of these recon teams, and I'm going to put in 498 men, which gives us 650 units and 5,000 size. That gives us a very stock standard infantry battalion, which should be able to do pretty well. And then each regiment will be, 3,000. We're gonna have probably like 20,000 tons, total for a regiment. So I'm gonna also get that on the way, right? So let's do a headquarters. Let's do a regimental headquarters, which I think will do static for this because they won't really be fighting. This will be 20,000. Regimental FG Regimental Headquarters. 2151. There we go. Put you on avoid combat, and we'll create that. Very, very good. I'm then going to go over to ground combat and put that in foreground combat there. And let's start building some infantry battalions. I'm going to build 4 of them to start with. So that's 20,000 tons worth of ground forces, and then we'll ship those straight off when we need to. How is our environment situation looking over here? Oxygen is slowly rising. We terraform at an extremely slow capacity, which is quite unfortunate, but not much I can do about that. The FRSS Paula Diaz has just finished. I'm going to make sure what is our current status on surveyed locations. Jump point survey status. We don't have it fully complete yet, so let's go to Tau Ceti for you. Go to Tau Ceti, please. Thank you very much. And get that surveyed for us. The Gradwa, okay, let's get that moved as well. We'll go to Tau Ceti, but we're going to have you explore. Yeah, everything's looking good on that ship. The Cornwall's completed orders, and that amount means if we do check our galactic map, as you can see here, we now have connections to Tau Ceti, Lumen, so all that stuff. I'm gonna hold off for now on anything else, but that is pretty good. Let's start moving some mines over to this world. We can have 80 mines here. I don't really want to put mines there now. We don't have enough mines to really justify that. So we'll wait until we can get about 10 million people, and then we can start thinking about other stuff. Okay, 10 centimeter railgun completed. Let's continue our research into getting us better railguns. So that's on the way. Let's give the system of 55 boosters. Nitrogen, oxygen, atmosphere, cold desert. Yeah, nitrogen, oxygen. That's not really nitrogen, oxygen. That's like there's literally no oxygen there. Practically speaking, it must be in the even smaller amount. Temperature's decent. It's possible habitable world, of course. Remove the carbon dioxide and then just add in oxygen, and then you got a fairly good world. But yeah, that's interesting. So let's continue our surveillance of that. Complete research into getting the drive for our ship. I'm going to continue building mines. We need more of them. We have plenty of corundium, so we're just going to keep producing as many mines as possible because we're going to need that. Sensors and fire controls have completed research for our beam fire control. Let's continue on getting us better racial fire control ratings. Okay, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th infantry battalions are now done, and then I'm going to create 4 more of those. I'm then going to tell our troop transports to immediately move over those forces. So I'll tell this one, I haven't really sorted them out, but I'm going to move it to Naval Logistics for now, until I can fully sort it. Load, you have a troop capacity, so you can load 2 battalions at a time. So I'm going to load these 2. I'm going to send that south of Centauri. We're going to unload the 1st Infantry Battalion on that world, and I'm going to unload the 2nd Infantry Battalion on Alpha Centauri A1. Head back to Sol, and then refuel. Okay, cool. There's a lot of resources here. So now that we now have forces on Akhtar and also on Centauri, so that should keep unrest down and provide some defense. Obviously, only 5,000 tons each, but we can do decent with that. We just finished improved pebble bed reactors. Let's continue trying to go for ion technology, and then I'm going to pivot that into getting us a few other things that I'm looking for. How is our shipyard situation looking? Shipyard-wise, we have 2 of those. We're going to have that somewhat soon. I would like some more shipyards at some point. So I'm actually going to order 2 more naval shipyards to be sorted out here. Still, our uranium situation is not great. Okay. Our cargo group finished. How is this system? Minerals. A lot of thorium, not a lot of anything else for now, anyway. Okay, cargo group Alpha. I'm going to have you grab one of these guys. Grab one of them, and then I'm going to have you load cargo and refueling and all that stuff. So Go South Centauri, please. Unload onto this world, please. Refueling station. Go back to Sol. Refuel. Then I want you to load a cargo shuttle station and go to this world. Unload. Then head back to Sol. Then refuel. Then I want you to load an ordnance transfer station. And then head back. Then go to Alpha Centauri. Unload. Head back to Sol. And then refuel. That'll take you 400 days, but that should get those stations and everything we'll need for a naval base sorted out. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna tell this stable, and this will be basically a military colony for now. I'll use the available workers for either mining or just manning the installations that I'm gonna be putting on the world. But yeah, that should be fine. Something that we are going to need though is a maintenance supply vessel. So I am going to actually make that, and this is going to be for actually transporting maintenance supplies to our naval outposts. So a maintenance supply. There is no. There's no thing called that. So maintenance. MSV is supply vessel. And we're going to add in our Class C drive. Good. And we just want to add in maintenance storage. So we'll add in 3 of those. That is completely fine with me. And we need to make sure we add some cargo shuttles. Good. And I think that's pretty much it. Maybe we'll add the second drive just to make sure it's decently fast. And there isn't really anything else that I need to add here. We'll just add a few more then, I guess. Yeah, we'll add a few more here. So 15,000 main supply. So we'll do 20,000, and then the rest we'll just add fuel storage up. There we go. And that'll be 10,000 tons. Good. Really ridiculous range, but it's fine. I'm then going to order 2 of those to be built. Well, actually, I'm just going to build 1 for now. I'll build 1 of those. And I'm going to then have both a tanker and then something else move over supplies immediately. So, yeah, let's just make sure we have everything there. Devonshire. Head over to, did I set the thing correctly? 1 second. Maintenance supply vessel. I did not, so that's a supply ship. Good. Okay. We're going to go to Alpha Centauri. I want you to transfer maintenance supplies to the colony, and then go to Sol, and then refuel. And then I'm going to tell this tanker to refuel from colony, then head to Alpha Centauri, then transfer your fuel to the colony. Wait, what? Oh, I need to wait for a refueling station first. My bad. We'll wait a little bit on that then. The second Cheshire has completed construction. We're going to continue to build these. We have the resources to, so I'm going to build 3 more, and let's do that at 25. Let's move over a second tug to transport the terraforming station over. So yeah, where are you, Mr. Terraforming Station? TS1001, tractor specified ship. Why you? Be there. The Cheshire 001 is orbiting Alpha Centauri. So where the hell is my other thing? Is it in the first task force? No, it is not. So where is it? Been assigned to space station. I see. So it's created its own thing. That's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Track to the ship, please. Send that over to Alpha Centauri. Release there, and then go back to Sol and refuel. Okay, the main Devonshire's completed all this. Now we have 20,000 maintenance supplies here. And then we can start actually moving over some maintenance facilities. So our current tech is, what is our current tech for maintenance facilities? Let's have a look. 1,250. Okay, so that means that to support, let's say, like 4 corvettes, we're going to need 12,000. So I need at least 10. So we'll move over to 10 for now. We may need to expand that, of course, but we'll supply 10 maintenance facilities, and then we'll move those over so that we can have we can maintain stuff in Alpha Centauri. The 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th Infantry Battalions are now done. Let's train 4 more. Okay, there we go. The Paula Diaz is done with its thing. Send you over to South City, please. Go over to this system and assist. We discovered a ruined city. Ooh. Is this the planet? Yes. Okay, so this has a ruined city on it, nitrogen oxygen atmosphere. And it's got some potential. That is very nice. So that will be a target there for exploration and getting alien ruins out of it. But so far, very good. Addition of oxygen to Alpha Centauri A1. Very, very good. Akhtar, you're going to stop your maintenance supply production because you can't actually do that. So that now means that this world, it has a colony cost of 0.897, which means that we need 89 infrastructure per million people. That's very, very good. Now we need to do something else, and that is going to be, we need to increase the temperature, or reduce the temperature, I mean. So we're going to have to add in magnesium. There we go. I'm going to have to add in quite a bit of it. We're currently, surface temperature is 59 degrees Celsius. We need to bring that down to, 40, 30 degrees. So let's add in, I'm going to add in 0.7. Yeah, let's add in 0.7 for magnesium for now. That'll take a while. As you can see, our terraforming rate is not exactly great. But what we can do is, now that we have increased it to a breathable atmosphere, we can actually send a lot more infrastructure, and it can be a lot more efficient. So I'm going to order. Let's have the civilians do it. Hey, why not? Civilian economy. I am going to be demanding 2,000 units of infrastructure is sent to this world. And I'm going to supply that infrastructure from nowhere, apparently. I'm going to supply the infrastructure from here. Oh yeah, there we go, 1,383. And I'll get further infrastructure built when I need it to be built, but that should be fine for now. Let's get my tugs sorted out here. We need to make sure they're both in the same group. There we go. And they'll continue their terraforming task. Okay, we're continuing our exploration of this system. So far, so good. Insufficient maintenance supplies on the FS Goudoir. That's kind of an issue, isn't it? I added 2 engines, right? Yes, I did. Thank bloody God on a cracker that I added 2 engines there. Okay, you need to get home immediately. Get to Sol. Refuel, resupply, and begin an overhaul immediately. Luckily, I had the second engine there, so even though an engine did fail, we're able to limp that ship back. Are you actually kidding me? Okay, that's a problem. Because now it can't even move. Well, it can move, but it's an issue. Do we have a jump gate into the system though? So what we can do, and I'm gonna do this really quick because I am kind of annoyed by this, and I kind of an oversight by this, but is we can go over to the Tau Ceti, and we can move to this location there with our maintenance vehicle, and that should be able to get us everything we need. So I'm just gonna wait. There we go, maintenance vehicle coming in. There we go, and then I can tell this guy to go to fleets, resupply from stationary supply ship. That should take you a few hours. No, I want you. Oh my God! When I tell you to resupply, do it correctly. Okay, they didn't give me an update, but now we can automate damage control. We can start repairing our components here. And as soon as you can, head back to Sol. No, I don't. Head back to Sol. There we go. And refuel. Good. And also I'm going to have you begin an overhaul. So then we can bring our maintenance supply vessel straight back. There we go. Okay. And now it was able to repair the components itself, and it should be able to make itself straight back to Earth. We now have a refueling station, ordnance transfer station, and also a cargo shuttle station on that world. On this world, we are now getting population moved over, so there's a few things that I'm going to do. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to order these guys to start loading mines. You guys can load 50 mines at a time. Load mines, head south Centauri, unload all of them, and then go back to Sol and refuel. I'm going to have you repeat that one time, so we can send 100 mines. That'll take a year. Which will be good. And then we need to set an order for Akhtar. I'm going to have demand for deep space tracking stations. I want 10 of them on this world. 10 of them, yeah. And we have 4. We'll need to build a few more of those. Naval shipyards will be done somewhat soon, so we can start thinking about that. Deep space tracking station. Let's build 50. In terms of shipyards, I'm going to continue capacity upgrade this one to, I think, what am I thinking? Like 27,000. Yeah, let's do 30,000 tons. This is going to be where I'm going to make my carrier, so I want a 30,000 ton carrier, so I'm going to go for that one. Devonshire has completed orders. Good. And everything is progressing relatively well. We're just waiting to get everything sent over. Infrastructure is looking good. I'm going to have someone who's good at mining be on this world. 30%. That's very, very nice. And then we can start mining all of this lovely uranium as soon as possible. Now, construction equipment that is being researched, I'm going to speed that up slightly by taking a few labs off this and off this. And I'm going to put that all into this, just so that we can start looking towards getting that ruin analyzed, because that's going to be very, very important. Now, you need to sit at home and overhaul, because I am not sending you out in this situation. Okay. Now, how is it looking? We have 1.85 million people now on the planet. Do you see, because the calling cost is so low, we're able to get so many more people into this manufacturing in comparison to something like Mercury, where that's really not a possibility for us. Now, something else we need to do as well is actually send some fuel over to Akhtar. So we're going to transfer that fuel to the colony. Then I'm going to head over and refuel back. That'll take a little bit of time, but we should be okay with that. Yeah, so our expansion continues into the system. Those are some mines being delivered. There's a tanker being sent over here now. And we just delivered all of those mines to this. So that was 10. 10? 10? Are you kidding me? Oh, I forgot, didn't I? I miscalculated. Oh, so we're only actually sending 20. Ooh, that's a problem, isn't it? Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. Well, when they're done, we'll send more mines, but that's fine. So 10 mines. So we are actually getting 15.6 out of these mines per, which means we're producing 156 uranium from this world, which is pretty good overall, because we got that 1.3 from the governor and then 12 from there. I do want to look into getting our sector governor sorted out at some point, but yeah, let's also get a cargo ship. I'm going to grab one of these cargo ships. We're going to need some more. I'm going to design a better cargo ship and then start moving that around. Okay, I'm going to grab you, and your entire purpose in life is going to be mineral transportation, and I'm going to rename you to Mineral Transport Group Beta. So your job is just going to be go here, load all minerals until full, and back to Sol, unload all minerals, and then refuel from colony, and then cycle those moves. That is literally all you need to do. Go back. Wait, make sure I did that correct. I should have done that correct. Yep, Alfred. No, I did not do that correct. I put it on Akhtar, and Akhtar doesn't have any bleed minerals. Go to here, load all minerals until full. Go to Sol, unload all minerals. Yep, and then refuel, and then cycle those moves. Okay, cool. Now, how is the research for our weapons doing? 12 centimeters. We have it. Okay, we can actually start buying some of these Bradley class corvettes. So I'm gonna give these a name. We're gonna name these after. I like the idea of naming these after like, what would be a good name? Types of storm, tribes, Tolkien, storms. I like storm. That seems like a good name. FRSS. Select random. We're going to build 3 of these into the shipyard, or 4 of these into the shipyard fleet. So that is a total cost of 1,600 build points for 4 corvettes. So there we go. We have the Blizzard, Snowstorm, Thunderstorm, and Whirlwind. Interesting. So these 4 Bradleys, everything's looking good. I got point defense cannons ready, and yeah, I'm going to detach those immediately. I'm going to put those under Naval Command, and I'm going to put this into... yeah, I'm going to put this... Actually, for now, they're not going to be in Naval Command. They're going to be Planetary Defense, so I'm going to give them to the Coast Guard, quote-unquote. So I'll move these over into the 2nd Task Force. I'm going to then order this Task Force to head over to Alpha Centauri. Your job is going to be to protect the entire system. So refuel from the colony once you're there. So let's have a look. Yeah, Akhtar, you can support 12,500 tons. Luckily, each corvette is 3,000. We have 4 of them, so that's 12,000 tons total. But yeah, we can send those over. There we go. There's the 2nd Task Force, and the 2nd Task Force completed orders orbiting Akhtar now. What I'm going to do is create a fleet. Call it the Alpha Centauri System Defense Fleet. Alpha Centauri System Defense, and then I'm going to ram all these boys into that. Detach. Go into here. Wait, what? Orbiting Earth. That's kind of an issue. I have to rename this, don't I? Yeah. Alpha Centauri System Defense Fleet. There we go. So we now have 4 corvettes in orbit of Akhtar, and they should be completely fine. I'll just make sure that they are completely fine. Their deployment seems to keep going up, weirdly enough, but they should be completely fine. Let me have a look at Akhtar real quick. Yeah, they should be fine. They have 12,500 here. We got quite a few maintenance workers working there. Yeah, everything should be completely fine. We're getting meat supplies. Everything is looking good. So we're gonna leave those corvettes in orbit. And yeah. Tanker Cardigan has completed orders. Good. We now have 2.45 million people here. Environmental situation, how is it looking? We're slowly cooling. We've cooled it by like 0.3 degrees Celsius, which is not exactly very impressive. But, you know, you win some, you lose some for now, and it's going to take quite a bit before we can win that particular one. Construction equipment, fire control rating, and railguns are on route very, very soon. A lot of transport and civilian infrastructure coming in here. Akhtar has an economy down for deep space tracking stations. Do we have any deep space tracking stations available? No, we do not. So it's because we're waiting for all of this stuff to be done, aren't we? Yes, we are. When are we going to get those 3,000 so we can start building more corvettes without having to buy into our little bank of build points? It's going to take a little bit. But we're now producing plenty of minerals. I'm gonna try and get we can get more mines here, so 100 should be quite a bit. We can start actually really milking the uranium out of this world, which is gonna be the entire goal, realistically enough here. Okay. So we just got 20 mines onto the world now. So if we look at Akhtar, it has 1 million people now mining, 312 tons of uranium being mined, but that's not a lot. I want a lot more uranium to specifically be mined. But yeah, overall, everything's going pretty well. We finally established a colony on this world, and I think I'm actually going to give it a name. What is the name of... Oh, what the hell's going on? Oh yeah, I didn't enter a name correctly. There we go. What is a name of a commander, captain, or a scientist? Who is the science commander of one of these ships? Let's see. Since that's the theme we're going for, we'll do it off that. I don't want that game. I want naval organization. There we go. We got naval organization. And let's go over here to the Boladias. I want to know Morgan McDonald, George Elliott. Yeah, that's not really gonna work for me. Rice. We'll call it Rice. There we go. So grab me the economic screen. Rename the colony to Rice. There we go. And the next step really is going to be getting our xenologists done and sending them over to this planet to find out more stuff. But yeah, everything is looking pretty good. In terms of our wealth situation, we're doing amazing. Mainly from civilian mining operations and financial centers. So are there any mines here that would be of any use to us? 2,400, 1,000, 2,100. What are you mining? Uranium. Okay. Let's do one of these. I'm gonna buy you. Purchase. That's gonna cost me quite a bit, but it's the annual cost, right? Yeah, what's our annual income? Annual racial wealth 23,219. Total income 2,500. Okay, we'll buy that, and that should be fine. I'm gonna check what that does to our economy real quick. Doesn't seem like it does too much so far. No, it doesn't like that seems to do too much. So I'm gonna actually purchase these minerals, send them to Earth. We're also gonna send these minerals to Earth. Okay, that seems good. So this is where I'm going to leave the episode off. I hope you have enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The support's been really amazing on the channel recently. And more episodes are going to be coming on the way. A little bit of a more calm episode from the last one. Just some exploration. Doing some logistics management. Making sure that we have a naval outpost set up. We have our Centauri system defense fleet. And then we also have our colonies being established across the system. And very, very soon we should be able to get this down to a completely habitable planet, and we can start just dumping mines on it and really getting us what we need. But yeah, that's where I'll leave the episode off. I hope you have enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Bye bye, guys.